Equations are easier to solve when they do not contain fractions. So if you encounter a problem that has fractions involved, what we want to do is go through a strategy that will allow us to remove the fractions. So you want to begin by multiplying both sides of the equation by the least common denominator of all the fractions contained in the equation. The least common denominator is the smallest number that all of the denominators will divide into. So if we take the example number 2, x minus 3 over 4 equals 5 over 14 minus x plus 5 over 7. Okay, we've got fractions here. So again, the first thing we want to do is eliminate those fractions using the least common denominator. So I want to look at my denominators, 4, 14, and 7. And we want to come up with the smallest number that those all divide into. So what I would suggest is start with your biggest number and see if your other two numbers divide into it. So 14 is divisible by 7, but 14 is not divisible by 4. So once you've done that, I would suggest going with your biggest number, multiply it by 2. In this case, we get 28. And then see if 7 and 4 go into 28. So 14 times 2, again, is 28. 7 will divide into 28 4 times, and that's my other number here. Okay, so my least common denominator is 28. So I want to go through and multiply both sides of my equation, which will equate to multiplying each term one by 28. Okay, so when we do that, we want to go through each fraction one by one and simplify what we can. 28 divided by 4 is 7, so we're going to cross those out and leave a 7. So we'll have 7 left and the x minus 3 equals our next fraction. 28 divided by 14 is 2, so we can cross those out and leave a 2. And the 5 is left. And then minus 28 divided by 7 is 4, so we can cross those out, leaving the 4. And then still having the x plus 5. Okay, so from here, we're back to our normal step 1, simplify by removing grouping symbols and combining like terms. Distributive property, 7 times x, and 7 times minus 3 is minus 21. Equals on the other side, 2 times 5 is 10. And then when we get to our next term, remember you're distributing a negative 4, not just a 4. So minus 4 times x is minus 4x. Minus 4 times 5 is minus 20. No like terms to combine on the left, but on the right you can combine 10 minus 20, and that will give us negative 10 minus 4x. Get your variables on the same side. Minus 4x is what we have, so we'll do the opposite, add 4x. So 11x minus 21 equals negative 10. Eliminate the constant by adding 21. So 11x equals negative 10 plus 21 is 11. And then last step, divide by 11. 11 divided by 11 is 1. So our solution to this problem